This is candidate Brian Whitney speaking again. The national government and our state government have both failed on any kind of plan for jobs. My biggest campaign is going to be for a job bill in the United States Congress, and I would like to tell you a little bit about it. My vision for this is that local communities would be able to come up with an idea for a business that they want to start in their own neighborhood. This could be a paper factory, this could be anything in between for your local community. The way it works, every year when you file your taxes, you would be able to check off a box that says, I want to designate this amount of my federal income tax money to go towards this project. It would scale with population to lighten the load on the federal government. At the end of the year, it would start to tick back on a loan from the federal government. The business would pay for itself, and it would be community owned. What does this do for you? It would allow you to have a community owned business that helps fund local projects such as upgrading your school track, paying down bills on your hospital, anything that you can imagine that you could do, you would be able to do with this loan. And for those of you that enjoy tax breaks, at the end of the loan, when the interest is due back on the loan, the interest goes back to those who participated in this event. So, with that, I also plan to go towards more expansive forms of agriculture. I would like to go for industrial hemp, which would allow us to set up paper factories in Kansas. It would allow us to create our own biodiesel plants. Biodiesel that, mind you, only gels up at about 4 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas typical biodiesel gels up at about 35 to 40 degrees. This would allow us to grow our own fuel. We would not have to send as much money to the Middle East to support terrorism in the Middle East that blows back on us, and it allows us to have our own products. Secondly, with the hemp, we can start building things like biodegradable plastic. Now, not everybody in the state of Kansas is all about saving the environment, and I understand that, but there are a lot of people in California and like states that would buy biodegradable plastic as quick as you can make it. And if any other state is doing it, why isn't Kansas the one that sells it to them? Now, for this jobs bill, it not only creates this new business, but every bit of that business has to be built by someone. Everyone has a local lumber store, a local carpenter, a local welder, what have you, that may be out of work. Well, this puts those people to work immediately, and then when you have it all created, everything's done, you can have as many jobs as you can create with this new business. So that is the jobs bill that you get out of Brian Whitney. Secondly, we all know that immigration is not a very well talked about subject until we have times of high unemployment. Nobody cares about immigration until high unemployment. Well, this new jobs bill that I have will push for full employment of everyone. We might even have to call a few more people to come over from Mexico. My idea is that at the end of the day, we're not only inviting guest workers over, we're inviting American citizens to come here and live the American dream of building their own environment, living within their means, and living the American dream. That is what I have planned for the United States, and I would like for you to stand with me.